guys, welcome back to the channel. It is another day to work on the Supra. So as you guys know, in the last video, we left off by putting the wiring harness in the car, we got it to crank over, and we almost got it to idle on its own power. However, I do believe that it does have a couple vacuum leaks, and there's still a couple small things to sort out with the harness. So in today's video, we're gonna be taking care of that, and hopefully this thing will be running under its own power by the end of today. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, I think this thing's ready to start. Okay, let me quickly run you guys through what I did. So first, I went through all this wiring here and I just kind of routed it a little bit nicer, and I covered it up kind of like I said I would in the last video. And then I also made these really cool little brass brackets to hold the wiring harness in. I think they turned out really cool. I like the way the brass looks in this engine bay. The next thing was there was a really bad vacuum leak between the throttle body and the manifold, and that ended up being because I had the wrong gasket in there. So got that figured out, and then I also went through and I literally just hose clamped every vacuum line I could find just to be safe. That way there was no chance of any type of leak or anything like that. I also routed the back of the harness a little bit better, and yeah, just kind of went through everything, touched it all. I got the battery charger on it right now because it was pretty dead. But in a couple minutes, I'm gonna crank it over. Fingers crossed it works. Here goes nothing. Charger not on? Bad connection. We're jump starting it with that car because it's right here anyway. Next month, it'll have been 4 years since I bought this car. And I've wanted this car since I was 13. That's the first time, the entire time I've ever owned it, that I ever heard it running on all 6 cylinders. Like, it was a problem that I just consistently had, where it would not run right. And when I bought this car, I knew nothing about cars. I was not that, like, mechanically sound. So obviously it was just long nights in the garage, tracing down just random dead ends that didn't make sense. I literally replaced everything on this engine. I can name you every sensor, every spot, every hose. Like, I can name you everything on this engine, short of rebuilding the bottom end. But even then, the wiring harness is what it took. And that was the last thing I ever expected it to be, a wiring harness. It's also the most intimidating thing. I was scared out of my mind to work on a wiring harness. All right, I think it's Storm. Wow. I think it's time for a cold start. And come back. Okay, this thing has been idling nice for the last probably 10 minutes or so. I double checked timing, I double checked everything. There's no vacuum leaks. Right now it's smoking out the garage, but it's running nice and warm. It sounds amazing. Oh, it's so smooth. I think it's time for a first drive. This thing's pretty jankily put in, but let's see. Oh, it's so good! Buckle up. It's a little bit chilly to drive with a top off, but we're gonna send it because I don't care. Okay. We got out to the road. Take her easy. She purrs. Oh, it sounds good. So, I didn't put it into boost at all. I'm just kind of taking it back and forth a little bit, just trying to like feel it out more or less. For now, feels really smooth. Like, really smooth. I've never actually driven this car when the engine was firing on all six, and so this feels really good. I got it up to about $3 grand. I was shifting at maybe, yeah, somewhere around 3. Feels good. That's boost. Oh my gosh. Oh, that boost. Let's try a third. Yeah! Oh my gosh! That feels so good! Holy cow! Oh my gosh! There's no way! Oh, that felt so good! That felt so good! You guys! Oh my gosh, okay, I'm getting some dust in here. It is dusty. This car's been sitting for so long. It's also like, it's idling perfectly. It's probably about 800 right now, which I know is a little bit higher than it's supposed to be, but still, like, for what it is. Also, I'm not overheating or anything. Oh, that punches. Okay, second. Oh, that's good! Oh my gosh! Yeah! Wow! Oh my gosh! Oh, that feels so good! Dude! Oh, that feels so good! Oh my gosh! Oh, that feels so good! Okay. Okay, it's getting a little bit hot, so I think I'm gonna park it and let it cool off a little bit. I parked on the side of the road. I just want to look at it. You guys, that felt so good. That felt so good. Oh my gosh, I love this car. Oh my gosh, I love this car. Wow. Just wow. That's just absolutely beautiful. But yeah, it's definitely got a little bit hot. I know it does need to be topped off with coolant, so I'm just hoping it's not that. I'm gonna let it cool off a bit. So, takeaways. It ran so smooth. Like, I didn't realize how actually smooth this engine felt. Also, feeling the torque in the shifter itself was so cool. You could literally, like, holding onto the shifter, you could literally feel the engine just like feel like it's gonna twist away, which was awesome. Right around $3,000 to $3,500, probably around $3,000 is where boost really kicked in. It was kind of also on how my throttling was, and I got it up to about 10 pounds of boost, but I stopped revving it about 4,200 RPM. There's no engine lights or anything like that on. I didn't see anything leaking out of the bottom of the car at all. I will say this shifter absolutely sucks, so that's going to be taken care of in probably the next video, actually. But for right now, I am so happy with this. But yeah, I think I'm going to cut the video there. This car's not done yet, but it is one step closer to unbroken. I'll see you next time, guys. Want to hear it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, check this out. Oh man. Aw, I think the battery came loose. Maybe next time.